It's going nuts. It's going nuts. Welcome to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy, bringing you episode 50 of our weekly Star Wars eBay listing videos. I cannot believe we're at this point. Again, when I started making these videos almost a year ago, it's been a little bit less than a year, I had no intentions of anything that's happened here on this channel and how quickly it has grown, how many videos I put out. It's over 100 videos now on YouTube in, I don't know, 11 months, and it's unbelievable. The amount of subscribers we have, it's nuts. And if you're wondering, if this is your first time visiting me, what in the world are these weekly Star Wars eBay listing videos? Well, I have a bunch of items I sell every single week on eBay that are all Kenner Star Wars related. And we do recap of what in the world happened with those sales, gives you price points. I give shout outs to every single person that purchases from me. We crown a Daddy of the Week. That's the person that spent the most money from me on the weekend. And we also do a feature of usually some sort of action figure from the Star Wars line where that person showed up in movies. And just in case you're not as well versed about some of these miscellaneous little characters like a red snaggletooth or a Dengar, somebody like that, we try to do a feature so that way you're educated as well in these videos. Then every Sunday, I release a video like this one that just came out this last Sunday. It is my Princess Leia collection. Everything that was Princess Leia in my collection happens here in this video. We have mint on cards that are graded. We've got loose graded items. We had Glassleet figures. We had LiQWYD figures. We had incredible items. It all happens on videos like this. We then had a video right here of the Skeleton Crew trailer reaction that me and the wife of a Star Wars Daddy, that's my wife, we did one here. I then asked her all kinds of questions afterwards about her history with Star Wars, what she thinks about what's happening here in our marriage when it comes to this room and Star Wars items that are everywhere, as you can see. And she gives some advice on what you can do if you are a Star Wars collector with your spouse or your loved one, and how you can get them to deal with this kind of addiction that we have with the Star Wars items. If you're not new to this channel and you've watched me all the time, I can tell you I feel like we're just getting over a big hump of what's been happening down here in this collection room. And just in general with the Star Wars Daddy, I've got all kinds of new acrylic on the wall for shelving, and I put tons of items up there, getting ready for something we'll talk about at the end of this video, which is where the outro of the video, I like to talk about all the items that are coming up as far as videos, so you know what to do or what to watch and what to be looking for. And I've done a ton of construction down here. We've got all kinds of acrylic that's gone up on the wall. We have, I don't know, probably another 33% items have gone up onto the wall from what I typically would have had. I've done a bunch more stuff on that side, and we're gonna go over a lot of that stuff. I got some shorts coming up this week. We'll talk about that at the end of the video, but I'm gonna tell you, we got some shorts that'll show you some of the items that have kind of added their way into this collection and up onto the wall. I feel I've got new shirts, so we got General Grievous here. We'll see him at the end of this video as well on my outro. And then in the Princess Leia video we just talked about, I had a brand new shirt there that you'll see on the thumbnail and in the video. And we've got some new stickers, some real stickers. Not ones that we've handmade here. These are legit ones from a company, and those are getting ready for the paid memberships that are going to be coming up. You don't have to do a paid membership. You can do exactly what you're doing right now. All these videos are still going to be pumped out, but I can tell you upcoming, maybe starting the new year, I have a lot of ideas of what can I do with different tiers to give you guys tons of benefits that makes it a no-brainer. Like, why in the world would you not sign up for memberships? And so that is coming. There'll be all kinds of packages, and I've got all kinds of cool stuff that I'm going to be offering to make sure that if you're going to pay to see the Star Wars Daddy, you're going to get tons of features, tons of benefit, where It all pays for itself, and you get all kinds of cool stuff from me. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to give back to the community and have you guys get cool, unique items that you could only get from the Star Wars Daddy. So that's coming. And we will talk about that more. There'll be a big announcement that's coming up at some point once I kind of nail down all of those features. So like I said, a lot of stuff I feel like is happening here with the Star Wars Daddy as we're nearing my 1 year on being on YouTube. So stick around to the end of this video and I'm gonna talk more about that. Also stick around to the end of this video so you can see all of the upcoming or the current eBay items that are up for sale right now. We've got last 17s, Power of the Force, all that stuff. There's 91 figures or listings that are up for auction right now, just like there was this week, and we're about to discuss that right now. So this week, we had 91 items go out the door. It's unbelievable. It's gonna take me forever to ship all these items out, but that's what this video is all about. And that all went out for $4,425. That is an average of $48.60 per item. If you've watched my videos, or if you haven't, I'm gonna tell you, $30 is the point at which I'm still making a profit. So if I can average $30 per listing, based on the amount I'm purchasing things for to resell, $30 means I'm making a pretty healthy profit at that point to add items to my collection. Anything over that is overage. And what do you do with an overage? You gotta spend it. Just like Michael Scott found out with that lemonade stand.
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
Your mommy and daddy give you $10 to open up a lemonade stand. So you go out and you buy cups and you buy lemons and you buy sugar. And now you find out that it only costs you $9.
Ho!
So you have an extra $1.
Yeah.
So you can give that $1 back to mommy and daddy. But guess what? Next summer,
I'll be 6.
and you ask them for money, they're going to give you $9. Because that's what they think it costs to run the stand. So what you want to do is spend that $1 on something now, so that your parents think that it costs $10 to run the lemonade stand.
So the $1's a surplus. This is a surplus.
We have to spend that $4,300 by the end of the day, or it'll be deducted from next year's budget.
You don't want overages, you spend it all, and that way nobody thinks that you have all this extra money. It just goes up here on the wall. But anyways, a lot of that money actually is gonna go recoup a lot of costs for the, I spent a lot of money over the last month on collections, and so I'd rather recoup that first, and then once I sell through them over the next few weeks, then I'll have an overage that I can, put towards the Star Wars Daddy, put towards those paid memberships, put towards t-shirts, whatever else I want to do. That gives me some leeway to do stuff with that money. Right here is the Daddy of the Week. It's
Jack.
He's a repeat. He won last week. He won this week, and he went nuts. He is, as of right now, the King Daddy. He has spent the most out of all the daddies by far. If you can see, he's out of New Jersey, wants to stay anonymous, and he picked up 7 items for $1,164.28. Yes, you heard it. He went nuts. He purchased the most expensive items that we had this weekend, one of which was a blue snaggletooth. I think there was an Amonamon in there that he might have purchased as well, and then some other incredible items. The feature for this video coming up is going to be the Star Destroyer playset, the Darth Vader's Star Destroyer playset. Well, I don't get playsets too often, and I've done almost all the figures already with all these videos with the features. So I wanted to do a playset, do something a little bit different. I'm gonna show a commercial from back in like 1980 when this thing came out. And it's gonna be an incredible video. We'll talk about it. We'll show all the different things that are supposed to come with this playset, so you have an idea in case you're hunting for these items. The person that purchased it didn't even know that it had electronics, that it has a light bulb. And so we discussed that real quick over eBay. And so that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Not everybody knows every little detail about all these different Kenner Star Wars items. That's why you come to me. And that's why I'm going to educate, make sure you guys are well-versed. You know what these price points are supposed to be at. You know what's supposed to come with these items. You know when you're purchasing from me, you're getting legit items. I've sold 24,000 plus Star Wars items on eBay. 100% feedback. I've been doing this for 15 years. I got over 14,000 followers. I don't need to pitch to you, but in case you're brand new and you're wondering, who is this bozo that's on camera? That's a little bit of my credentials. I've been doing this forever. I love Star Wars. As you can see all around me, that's pretty much all that I do around here is Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. But enough of all of this. I've been talking forever. I promise you I'll edit it down as much as I can to make these videos go real quick. And let's get into all of these sales. Joe is a repeat buyer out of California. Picked up 3 items. We've got that R5D4. It's the 1978 normal date stamp that's on this guy. A little bit of sticker wear on him. He went out for $15.50. We've got a Tuscan Raider Sand People, but it's just one person, so it should be Sand Person. I guess maybe that sounds weird. Sand Person. I can't even say it right, see? What near mint condition and all complete went out for $38, and we got a Stormtrooper. It's a 3-line Hong Kong COO on the back of the leg. It's all complete. Went out for $40. Thomas is a repeat buyer out of Illinois. Picked up 3 items as well. We've got that C-3PO with the removable limbs. Near mint condition, the Hong Kong COO, all complete. Beautiful figure. Went out for $34.50. We got a Forlone, and he's in near mint condition. Beautiful item. All complete, $25.80, and a Tebow in mint condition. I couldn't find a problem on this figure. It's a grade-worthy figure. All complete, went out for $29.50. Tommy is a repeat buyer out of Georgia. He picked up 3 items. All right, we're on a roll with all these 3-item purchases. We got the FX7, all complete figure with the orange eye. There's also a red eye, if you're wondering. And that went out for $10.50. And a Hammerhead, that hammy, 1978. This guy has a date stamp on the back of his leg, if you didn't know. Near mint condition and all complete. Went out for $16.50. And then we also have the Imperial Commander, all complete, near mint condition for only $17.48. Well, Tommy, you got 3 pretty good deals. A UAP in this guy? Eric is a repeat buyer out of New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
Picked up 3 items. It's going to change here, I promise you. 3 items for like the first 5 people. We've got that Princess Leia. Remember, I just did that feature on Princess Leia. And this is the combat poncho, Princess Leia, all complete in mint condition. Beautiful, beautiful item. Again, grade-worthy figure. Went out for $103.60. We've got Barada, last 17, Power of the Force, straight out of 1985, in mint condition, or near mint condition, on all complete. Beautiful item for $131.86. And I tell you what, any normal week, this would have been the daddy right here, Eric. You would have been the daddy. Unfortunately, we had some crazy purchasers that just went above this, but you spent a ton of money. I appreciate it. We got that Jedi Luke Skywalker with the green saber, the Taiwan version in mint condition. I have right now about 20 Luke Skywalkers. I went and found the best one I could find, and this one was blemish-free. You're going to be blown away when you get it for $123.71. Thank you, my man. We went nuts. Tim is a repeat buyer out of Michigan. Picked up that Bib Fortuna. Again, I think I did a feature on this figure, and I didn't figure out if it was a guy or a girl. I honestly don't know. He kind of talks seductively, to Jabba the Hutt. And then the droids, he kind of touches very, or he or she, touches very, sensually. So I couldn't figure it out. Who knows? I don't know. If you know, let me know down in the comments if Bib is a guy or a girl. Or neither. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But anyways, we got a Taiwan version, near mint condition and all complete. Went out for $21.50. I don't think I ever saw Bib checking out Princess Leia when she was the slave. Don't ever catch that on camera, did you? Kevin is a repeat buyer out of Washington, right above me. Picked up 5 items. We've got an 8D8. That's a no COO figure always. And went out for $14.50. We've got a Klaatu, the Skiff Guard version, in mint condition. This figure is beautiful. It's a no COO figure, always. And all complete for $36. A low gray. This is the Hong Kong COO, all complete in near mint condition. A beautiful figure. Went out for $17.01. The other Klaatu, this one with the thick skirt, super thick, very thick skirt, went out for $25.05. And then Nikto missing his staff because I put it with the Barada. And honestly, I had the Barada, and then this collection came in, and I had the staff for this Nikto, and I was like, better put it with the Barada because that's going to go for a higher price point with the same staff because they shared the same staff. Anyways, this guy still went out for $8.50. Todd is a repeat buyer out of New York, picked up LiQWYD. How's he doing this week? Uh-oh, he didn't do very well. This is a pretty nice figure overall. And all complete, went out for $12.02 with free shipping. Ray is a repeat buyer out of Pennsylvania, picked up that split visor Hoth Stormtrooper. He's freezing. He's missing his skirt, but he's got that blaster. And he went out for a total of $16. Glenn is a new buyer out of Missouri. And the first item that he's picked up from me is that 2-1B. Which one? The flat paint version and all complete in near mint condition. Beautiful item. Went out for $37. Emilio is a new buyer out of Florida. You know, it seems like there's a lot of new buyers that come out of Florida. And so I'm guessing that these are then forwarded on to somebody international. And maybe this is cheaper shipping than what the eBay, what's that thing called? eBay.
Global shipping.
Global shipping. Oh my gosh, global shipping. I've had so many issues with them. Yeah. My guess is that's what people do, right? But maybe not. Maybe this is a house. I have no idea. But Emilio's a new buyer. Maybe we can get him to be a subscriber. There's all kinds of notes coming on your package talking about becoming a subscriber, which is free. We got a C-3PO, and this one's beautiful. We had tight joints on this one. Mint condition. I couldn't find, even the screw was perfectly painted. It didn't have that like the corrosion stuff that's happening to it, or the rust. It was beautiful. This figure, I probably should have kept this one. Went out for $28. Marco is a new buyer out of Texas. Picked up 2 items from me. We've got that twin pod cloud car vehicle from 1980, all complete in very nice condition. Went out for $56. That's awesome. And a Hoth Imperial Attack base playset. It's all complete and working from 1980. Went out for $68. Carl is a new buyer out of Florida. Picked up that Chewbacca. Which one? It's the Hong Kong. I don't know. I think it's maybe a small Hong Kong on the back leg. Like it even matters. But it has the iridescent pouch, which they think is degradation, but it has like a very metallic-y paint to it, which people will hunt for. Apparently nobody wanted to hunt for this one because he only went out for $18.50. Okay, you've been seeing it right here.
Jack.
2 weeks in a row, and he went nuts this week. A grand total, $1,164.28. Absolutely went nuts. Let's go over all of these items. And you're already hearing it. You're hearing that sound. Oh, what is that sound? It sounds like a pig. It is. It's a Gamorrean guard pig. And this is your near mint Hong Kong all complete figure for $22.54. We also picked up that Probot, the Probot that comes from the Hoth playset, the Probot and what is it called? Probot and turret playset. And that guy had a stand, like some custom stand that came with him. Went out for $161.50. I thank you. That's awesome. I can't believe it. We also got an Emperor's Royal Guard, all complete, near mint condition. Went out for $34.97. A Boba Fett, a near mint figure, Hong Kong COO, and all complete. Went out for $48.77. He was in pretty nice condition. We've got a Ramba, last 17, Power of the Force. It's a no COO figure. Only way he comes. And is in near mint condition. Went out for $189.50. We got an Amonamon. I haven't had one of these in a long time that's been complete. This is a mint figure. I couldn't find a problem on this guy. Beautiful item. It's a last 17 Power of the Force. $262. And finally, another blue Snaggletooth. I've had like 5 of these in 6 weeks. I couldn't tell you because I feel like I hadn't had one for like a year and a half prior to that. And then all of a sudden they just started raining. It's like Raining Men, that song. It's raining blue Snaggleteeth. And he went out in near mint condition and all complete for $445. But I appreciate all the business. I threw some stickers in there. We got those new stickers. I threw a couple in there for the Daddy of the Week. And I hope you appreciate that. And I'm glad you keep buying from me. I appreciate it. Thanks, my man. Lazar, repeat, Pennsylvania. He picked up my Tauntaun, all complete. No brakes in the reins. Wait, it might have been one in the saddle. I'm trying to remember. I think there's one just on the saddle underneath. There was a tiny break, but it still held everything together perfectly. You would never have known. And but the reins were all in very nice condition. It was unbelievable. Went out for only $43. John is a new buyer out of Ohio. Picked up my Jawa of the Week. I have one every single week. I've got tons of these guys. And this was a mint condition item. It is the original from the original 12 version based on the COO that's on the back. And large eyes as well, all complete. Went out for $54. Kathleen is a new buyer out of Ohio. Picked up that Haas Survival Kit, the grappling hook accessory thing. These still surprise me that they go for as much as they do. They've been averaging around $20 to $25 a piece. Sometimes they got up to $30-some, which is awesome. But this guy went out for $24. Julie is a repeat buyer out of Arkansas. Picked up 2 items. We got the Rebel Commando. It is the Hong Kong version in near mint condition and all complete. Went out for $26. And that Leia Bouche, which we just saw in my Leia featured video that came out on Sunday. Taiwan version, all complete, $33.68. Gerardo is a new buyer out of Texas. Okay, the new buyers I think are out of Texas and Florida today. I feel like that's what they have been. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Got an Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's in near mint condition. I think I see a tip. It has to have a tip. I wouldn't have labeled it near mint. So it's got the tip. Beautiful figure. Went out for $34.30. Josh was a repeat buyer. He's a past Daddy of the Week. He puts up my QR codes when he goes to events and sells items, Star Wars items. He supports me, and I support him. And he picked up 2 items. We've got that Wampa creature. Well, that's about it. Pretty nice condition, $29. And then that Emperor in near mint condition and all complete went out for $17.50. Joshua, there's a little surprise in your package. A nipple popped in there. Damon, it's my boy, Damon from Missouri. He picked up an item. We got that reuse. It's the Taiwan version figure, all near mint and complete. Went out for $18. John is a repeat buyer out of Pennsylvania. Picked up that TIE Fighter pilot. This is the Hong Kong version, all complete from 1982. And went out for $26.69. Keith is a repeat buyer out of North Dakota. Picked up my gunk. Guess what? Long V's. It always is. And I always say this. To let you know that if you find the short V, it's actually quite scarce. I have one in my collection, and I think I've only had maybe 3 or 4 ever. And I sell these every single week and have for like 15 years. So they're pretty scarce. Near mint condition. And he's complete, of course, for $18.26. Graham is a repeat buyer, buys from me all the time from Iowa. Picked up 2 items. I finally sold the Anakin pod racer that I had loose in my collection because I had one boxed, mint in sealed box. And so why in the world am I keeping a loose one as well as having one in the box? I don't have space for that. I've got to get rid of it. So I finally sold it and went out for $22.50. Was all complete. And then we got that B-Wing pilot. He was missing that blaster. It's always hard to come by. Went out for $12.50. Rob is a repeat buyer out of California. He lives in the city next to my son. And he's the goon leader. I don't even know what that means. But he picked up that ATST driver, and guess what? I went into an old vacuum from the basement of somebody's mom's house. I don't know where this story's headed. It is kind of creepy. But I was there. I found an old vacuum, and I found that little tiny blaster. That little Endor blaster. It's there. It's with this figure. We finally got some of those in these collections. And it's in near mint condition. The Taiwan version went out for $45.55. Heidi is a new buyer out of Washington, right above me. That'll be awesome for the shipping. Picked up that Leia Organa, the original, in near mint condition and all complete. I found this blaster in that basement I was just talking about as well. Ooh, I was there for quite a while. And this one is the steal of the day.
Steal of the day.
It went out for only $86.01. Now, John, the action figure grader, who you probably know, there's no way you know me without knowing him, on his videos, he did a little recap of these over like a month period or so, and then he averaged somewhere around $120 to $135. So this was a 25% discount. Gary is a repeat buyer out of California, picked up that Bosk, the weekly Bosk that I sell. Was all complete in pretty nice condition, went out for $15. Hey, you dum-dum. Why don't you do a feature not on an action figure this week and do one on Darth Vader's Star Destroyer playset? Whoa.
It is worth mentioning that Darth Vader's Star Destroyer action playset was created to imitate the spacecraft occupied by the Sith Lord and his crew as Lord Vader pursues the small band of rebels in The Empire Strikes Back. However, if we look at the original script and resulting footage for the film, Vader's ship is notably more massive than the 5 other similar craft surrounding him. Vader's capital ship, any armed military starship that possesses a length greater than 100 meters, is not technically a Star Destroyer. It's an Executor-class Super Star Destroyer. However, aficionados and diehards refer to the ship as the Executor-class Star Dreadnought. As a Star Dreadnought, the Executor represents one of the number of the largest and most powerful battleships gleaned from the star fleets of local or regional governments. This playset allowed collectors to access the following amazing features, such as the ability to relive Darth's sending bounty hunters after the Rebel Alliance, and also to place a Darth Vader action figure in the meditation chamber to increase Darth's force power by activating the Force Light. This playset includes the following easily lost parts. The front housing, which includes the landing struts by 3, 2 in the rear and 1 in the front, a laser cannon barrel, which was 2 pieces, one-time assembly, laser cannon level hub, the meditation chamber assembly with the meditation chamber, lower half, computer console meditation chamber, the upper half, the battery cap 2-piece one-time assembly, bulb labeled PR2, red filter cover, red window, the white reflector, the rear housing, Star Destroyer base, top housing, the red hologram, the hologram retainer clip, which is very hard to find in the trapdoor.
Activate meditation chamber!
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection, new Darth Vader Star Destroyer that you put together, batteries not included.
Darth Vader's stronger now. He's got Luke!
New Luke Skywalker. Action figures each sold separately. You can slide the viewing screen, turn Darth on the command bridge, and make Luke escape through the hidden hatch.
Test the laser cannon. We gotta find Luke!
Darth Vader Star Destroyer from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Rodney is a repeat buyer out of California, and throwing something into your box as well as I discussed with you, but picked up the feature. We just saw it. I think we saw a commercial. I think I also made a video where I'm talking about all the different items and what in the world this action playset was. I'm pretty sure. It was in my head before I decided to do this, and so hopefully that materialized into this video. And it was something educational and entertaining at the same time, but picked up that Darth Vader Star Destroyer action playset from 1980, and that went out for $130. It was just missing the bulb. I had a bulb, but I found out that the bulb was actually for the AT-AT vehicle and not for this one. I tried to make it work, and that bulb does not work. They're different sizes. So anyways, Rodney's going to take care of that when he gets that item. And then we got those 2 Yoda backpacks. We love hearing about those backpacks. And it went out for the starting bid price of $8. Ooh. Frankie's a repeat buyer out of Florida. Purchases from me all the time now. And he has picked up a Zuckuss. It's in mint condition. It has the circles on the backs of the ankles and the knees. And again, mint condition. Beautiful item. Went out for $28. James is a new buyer out of Pennsylvania. Picked up my land speeder vehicle. And it was all complete, working, nice condition, and went out for $27, which is pretty much right on par. Anywhere from $25 to $35 for this guy. Vincent is a repeat buyer out of California. Picked up that white tusk walrus man. Man, I feel like it's always pink. We got a white one in there finally. Near mint condition and all complete. Went out for $18. Curtis is a repeat buyer out of Massachusetts. He picked up the entire size Snoodles and the Max Rebo band minus the piano. So he's got to pick that thing up unless he already has one. But we got that Droopy McCool, near mint condition and all complete. Went out for $59.55. Size Noodles, all complete, near mint condition, went out for $52. And Max Rebo, almost solid blue. Just a little bit of degradation on those limbs, but for the most part, pretty nice looking overall. Went out for $28. Anthony is a new buyer out of Tennessee. Picked up that Chief Chirpa. It's the no COO version, all complete, near mint condition, beautiful item. Went out for $15.51. Tammy is a new buyer out of Kentucky. Picked up that freezing Hoth Han Solo. He is ice cold, but he's got that big jacket, and he's got his blaster to be all complete and in very nice condition for $17.38. Fred is a new buyer out of New York. Picked up 4 items from me for his very first time. We've got that Lando Calrissian. He's not even smiling. He's just got a slight little grin. $20.50 on him. Greedo, all complete, in very nice condition, $23.50. The Yoda with the orange eyes, the orange snake, and all complete in near mint condition. Went out for $72.35. That's awesome. And we got that Squidward, the Squid Head, all complete near mint figure. Went out for $27.99. Daniel's a repeat buyer out of Missouri. Picked up that Rebel Commander, all complete in pretty nice condition overall for $13.51. Sean is a repeat buyer out of Washington, right above me. Thank you for the shipping. We've got that Lando Skiff Guard version, the no COO, all completed in near mint condition. Quite an item for $24.50. Matt is a repeat buyer out of Arkansas. Picked up my R2-D2. This is not the sensor scope one. It's the original R2-D2 in very nice condition overall. Actually, the sticker wasn't too bad. Went out for $20.25. Dave is a repeat buyer out of Minnesota. Picked up my AT Commander, near mint condition, complete, $21.02. Okay, now just some honorable mentions for some items that haven't been paid for as the time I'm making this video, and there's a ton of them. So we're just going to fly through them. Prices will pop up here with all the things you've been seeing already in this video if you're still watching. And I'll give you maybe a grand total at the end if there were multiple items from one buyer. But here we go. Vaden, he's a brand new buyer. Picked up Nyan, however you want to say it, near mint condition, all complete, went out for $22.49. We've got Urko, picked up 2 items. We've got an Ugnaught with the purple smock, all complete, went out for $33.55. We've got a Prune Face in near mint condition and all complete, went out for $45. We've got that Dewback creature, all complete. Everything was there, beautiful, from Christian, who's a brand new buyer, $102.50. We've got, Christian also purchased a Darth Vader for $52. It was in near mint condition. Very nice item. We've got Alejandro as a new buyer. Picked up the Dagobah playset. It had a reproduction swamp because we know those swamps are disasters. At this age, I'm telling you, don't touch them. They corrode. They stain everything. They're fall apart. Even in the shipping, it's brutal. This one had a reproduction and it looks very nice. So for display, it's very good. It's just missing the little R2-D2 hovering levitator. The levitator is missing. Otherwise, it was all there and complete and working for $68. We've got Juan. He is a new buyer. Picked up the Rebel Soldier, all complete for $13.50. And Juan actually also picked up a bunch of items. The Rebel or Bespin Security Guard for $13.50. And the Hoth Luke Skywalker, all complete for $13.56. Then we got Hugh. He's a new buyer. Picked up the Millennium Falcon. It's the die-cast version. This one was from 1979, all complete for $27. We've got Luke. Okay, it's all new buyers. Luke is a new buyer. We've got a Wicket, missing the spear from Taiwan. We've got the Death Squad Commander, all complete. And we've got a Last 17 Power of the Force. It's Paplu. He's in near mint condition. He's missing his spear. All those guys went out for $85.50. We've got David. He's a repeat buyer. He picked up that Jabba the Hutt playset. It was all complete, very nice, for $128.50. We've got Damon. Damon picked up the AT driver with the red logos, all complete. He's a repeat buyer, $16.50. We've got Adolfo is a new buyer. And he picked up my graded, you're hearing it, pigs. It's the Gamorrean Guard pig. All complete with a clear blister, AFA 75. Beautiful item. I accidentally purchased this, not realizing I already had one. So I had to resell this one immediately. When I figured out my mistake, $197.50 on that one. We got Brian. He's a new buyer. he picked up the large head Han Solo from 1977 in near mint condition and all complete for $53. We got Bruce. He's a new buyer. There was a big theme going on with these buyers that haven't paid yet. The Battlestar Galactica Cylon Centurion complete. A little bit of paint rub to the head and to the shoulder area. A little bit loose limbs, but still went out for $22.50. We got Bradley. He's a new buyer. Picked up those 5 Hoth backpack slots that I had. Picked up 2 rifles, the Imperial rifles. Picked up 2 AT-AT rifles. And picked up 2 Rebel rifles. All those went out for $42.50 total. We've got Sergio. He's a repeat buyer. Picked up my IG-88 in mint condition. Went out for $21.29. Scott, he's a repeat. I know he's working. He's working hard. And so he will get this paid first thing in the morning. I know he will. He always does. And picked up the Sebulba's Pod Racer. So the other one, I had this one loose, and I got this one in the box as well. So went out for $17 on that one. And we got the Pat-Man, not Pac-Man, and not Batman. Pat, like from Saturday Night Live, Pat-Man. Christopher is a new buyer, and he picked up that Bespin Han Solo, all complete, pretty nice condition, went out for $17.50. Oh my gosh, we did it! 91 items out the door, $4,425 in the door. What a week, and guess what? This week that's coming up, I'm just going to do it right now. It's popping up. You're seeing all the items that are currently up for sale on eBay right now. Another 91 items are up for sale right now. We got Last 17s, Power of the Force. We got a bunch of other incredible figures, all complete, mint condition, near mint condition items. It's quite a haul, and it's happening right here. Just check it out. This is a short that is available for you to watch on YouTube. If you go click on that, you can see it and give it a like. That'd be awesome. I'd love for these shorts to start taking off. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 shorts a week and trying to be as creative as possible. And you've been seeing him pop up right here.
Jack.
He wants to be anonymous. So if you happen to know it,
Jack.
don't ask him if he's this
Jack.
Okay? There's thousands and thousands and thousands of
Jacks.
and he will stay anonymous. He's the only person that knows that he's this
Jack.
out of New Jersey. And he spent $1,164.28 for 7 items. He went nuts. We went over his items. Unbelievable. 2 weeks in a row, he's been the daddy. And hopefully we can get him to come back to YouTube and be a subscriber and join us in this community. Videos. What videos do we have coming up? Well, we've got in a couple of weeks on the 1-year anniversary. I think it'll be the first week of December of me being on YouTube. I'm going to do an entire collection review. Everything that's down here. This arcade, I'm going to give you a link so you can figure out who in the world sells these types of arcades. It has 70,000 games on them. We've got the pinball machine here. We'll go over that. I'll have links to all the Amazon things that are up there for all the acrylic shelvings. We're going to go over everything. Things you don't even want to know about, we're going to go over just in case there's something in my collection you'd like to get for your collection. I'm going to give you all the information you can possibly handle. And we're going to go over every little piece here in my collection, not in great detail. I will try to go fast. I will rapid fire some stuff, and we'll just maybe do some generalities of some of the items in my collection. But we're going to go over the majority of the stuff that's in here so you can see all the little pieces. I've been promising this for a long time. I figure the year anniversary is the best time to have that happen. This Sunday coming up, I'm either going to do pet peeves of being a seller on eBay with Star Wars items, where I might throw some of you under the bus. I don't know. I hope I don't offend too many people, but I feel like there's just been a lot of stuff piling up, and it would be good content for YouTube, and I think people would enjoy to hear the things that I have to deal with. That might happen, or I might do a LiQWYD collection review. I'm not sure. When I get towards the end of the week, I'll figure it out. It'll be one of those videos is going to happen. So be looking forward to that. At the end of the month, right after Thanksgiving, on the 30th or 31st, maybe it's December 1st, I am going to be doing my November mail haul. What is that? I do it every single month. It's all the items I've added to my collection. So you're going to see all the stuff that sits to the side for the month. It doesn't get into my other videos. And then we do one big slam it out video of all the different Star Wars items and other vintage toys, because there's always other vintage stuff that gets put in my collection. We make a video about that, and you get to see all these awesome items. So be looking forward to all of these videos. And the best way for you to be notified, well, first you got to hit that like, support me, then hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and then hit that bell notification. The bell notification is what will notify you every single time a video comes out, which is every Sunday morning, every Wednesday morning, and then all these shorts that happen throughout the week. Listen, we've done it all It never ends with the Star Wars Daddy. Be looking for my shorts. That adds some extra little creativity and some content to all of these big, long videos that I do. We do some fun stuff there. You get to see some cool items. I try to be as creative as possible to make those entertaining, and they're only like a minute long. So give me a watch on all those shorts. Give me some likes and some comments. Comments go a long ways. It adds analytics that brings people that haven't found me to me. I pop up on their little notification of suggested videos. Hey, oh, you watched that other Star Wars guy over there? Oh, you're going to like the Star Wars Daddy. And we can build this community. I got to get to 1,000 subscribers is where I got to get to. We're almost there. I'm a YouTube partner right now, which means you can send me super chats, super stickers, all that kind of stuff if you choose to. And then, like I said in the beginning of this video, we are going to have a member-only group. And you're going to have, I promise you, it'll be like no other membership you've ever heard of. Well, some of the stuff will be similar, but I'm trying to go above and beyond that you'll be blown away by the added benefits you get with being with the Star Wars Daddy. I promise you, it'll be worthwhile. And all those kind of announcements will be coming up soon as we go into the new year, and we're starting year number 2 on YouTube. I promise you, year number 2 is going to be incredible. A lot of cool things are going to happen here, and I'm glad that you're with me during this journey. And until the next time, General Grievous, who is your daddy? Rodney is...
Sorry. I thought that was going to be a pause.